My job day to day is to run our wastewater treatment facility to protect that beautiful body of water behind us, the Kennebec River. We remove greater than 90% of the pollutants that come into the treatment plant before they go out to the rivers.
I supervise the wastewater lab, and I'm responsible for reporting compliance to our state and federal agencies. The main goal is for us to discharge wastewater that has been treated properly to meet the requirements in our licenses, because discharging any type of pollutants to the waters of the United States is a privilege. It is not a right. One of the tests we're required to do is a bacteria test called E. coli, and we have certain limits as to how much can be discharged. We take care of that is by disinfecting the wastewater before it goes to the river. We have to run a test called an E. coli test. We collect a sample at the last point on the facility before it goes to the river, and we put it in the incubator for 24 hours. When the sample comes out of the incubator, most of the little containers or wells that it's in are yellow. And if it's E. coli, they will not only be yellow, but they'll glow in the dark. We have a daily limit of over 400 E. coli colonies, and our numbers are usually single digits. That means that we have met the standard of disinfecting the wastewater so that if people are in the river, that they will not be impacted by what we're discharging.
What we have here is the end product of our chlorine contact chamber. Well, we can't discharge chlorine to the river, so we drip it in at 1 to 2 parts per million, and it basically cleans all the bacteria that goes through and snakes through this contact chamber. Since we can't have chlorine at the end, we have to kill it with some bisulfite, and that basically negates the chlorine, and then you have a clean end product.
So you can see how clear it is, and that's how we're helping clean up the river.
Stormwater is one of the biggest challenges that we face today. We have these storage tanks behind us that store water in case of big storms.
When stormwater and wastewater combine, that's what we call CSO, or combined sewer. When our system surcharges, it spills over into that tank before it spills into the river. The purpose of us capturing some of those large rain events is to protect the environment. So our CSO abatement plan is still ongoing. We're done with the big pieces, and we're kind of finishing up with the smaller pieces.